All right, so I want to talk about this new scandal with Joe Biden and Donald Trump. This is insane, okay? This is all that CNN and the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal are talking about. Oh my God. Trump basically called the president of Ukraine and he was like, yo, I need you to look into these corruption allegations that I've heard about Joe Biden's son. And if you don't, I'm going to pull the aid from you, okay? I'm not going to give you the $200 million that we're giving you. You're not getting it. So, and everyone's going apeshit, okay? Everyone's going apeshit that, oh, the president doesn't have the right to do this, okay? This is an abuse of authority. It's an abuse of power. And now they want to impeach him. I mean, I don't think they're going to do it because they've been talking about impeachment for years. And Nancy Pelosi is too weak to do anything. And she's Trump's biggest enabler. She's not going to do anything. We all know this, okay? It's all talk and no action. As usual, business as usual, okay? And the thing that surprised me the most about this and why I was confused was like, now, hold on a second. Joe Biden's son, the allegations of corruption against Joe Biden's son, they're real? Why aren't we focusing on that? Why are you focusing on how Trump got to this? Talk about Biden. And as usual, they don't want to because, you know, the elites, they protect each other. And so they're focusing on how Trump got access to this information and why he was trying to leverage aid against, you know, opposition research and how, oh my God, you're not supposed to do that. How could you do that? That is so bad. Okay, so Trump posted this video on his own Twitter showing you Biden just completely lying about the corruption regarding his son and about him getting involved with the Ukrainian government and extorting them into not looking into his son. I mean, the hypocrisy is unreal here. They're both guilty of the same crime and trying to point fingers at each other.
Mr. Vice President, how many times have you ever spoken to your son about his overseas business dealings?
I've never spoken to my son about his overseas business dealings. I went over for, I guess, the 12th, 13th time to Kyiv. Why is he on the phone with a foreign leader, trying to intimidate a foreign leader? And I had gotten a commitment from Poroshenko and from Yatsenyuk that they would take action against the state prosecutor, and they didn't. You should be asking him the question. I said, no, I'm not going to, we're not going to give you the $1 billion. They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said. I said, call him. This appears to be an overwhelming abuse of power. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting the $1 billion. Trying to intimidate a foreign leader. I looked, I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Oh, son of a bitch. Got fired. And everybody's looked at it and said there's nothing there. Ask the right question.
What actually struck me as being the most hypocritical is, check this out. Basically, what they're saying is that when Trump asks Ukraine for dirt on Joe Biden's son, that's not okay. But when Joe Biden asks Ukraine to stop looking into corruption charges against his own son, that's fine. Which one is it? Which one is it? You can't say this guy is abusing his authority and position of power for political and personal gain and then not say the same thing about the other guy who's doing that as well. Man, this makes no sense. Because look, at the time, Joe Biden, he wasn't president, but he was vice president. So he's also using his authority, his position of power to leverage aid from the United States to Ukraine and try to force the president to stop looking into his son. Because basically, Joe Biden's son was sitting on the board of a Ukrainian gas company. He's getting paid $50,000 a year. All right? How convenient. And all of a sudden, well, the Ukrainian government had a prosecutor who was looking into this company, into corruption charges. And Joe Biden, being the vice president, was like, yo, you better stop looking into my son. Otherwise, you're not getting the $1 billion a year subsidy that we give you guys. And of course, magically, the prosecutor goes away. There's no charges. There's no case. It's all dropped.
Oh, son of a bitch. Got fired.
So that's clearly an abuse of power. Okay, that's clearly an attempt by the vice president to use his position in the administration to stop a foreign government from looking into corruption charges against his own son. So how is that any different from what Trump is doing right now? It's not. Go look at what Kyle Kalinske did. Go look at Secular Talk. His video, his segment on this was brilliant. He laid this out so clearly, okay? Hillary Clinton was doing the same thing in 2016, okay? She was colluding with Ukraine to get dirt on Trump and his ties to Russia, but that's fine, okay? When she was trying to bring up the corruption and dirt on Paul Manafort, his campaign manager, and that was fine. No one ever questioned the method that, in which she got this research. And no one talked about collusion and, oh my God, Hillary is a Russian plant and all this crap. No. But when Trump does it, oh my God, he's a Russian agent. He's colluding with the foreign governments. Look, man, they're both trash. Okay, no one's trying to defend Trump here. But let's play by the same standard. If you're going to call out Trump for collusion, then use the same standard for Hillary. Okay, if that's an abuse of power, then why isn't it an abuse of power when Hillary does it? I don't think this is good. I don't think this is good what CNN, what the mainstream media, the left wing are trying to do right now, because all they're doing is empowering Trump. This is the same crap as Russiagate. It's the same crap. It's not going to make Trump go away. He's never getting impeached. No one is going to care. And all it's doing is giving him ammo. It's just making him more and more bulletproof. The more this is it. They try to grasp at straws to bring Trump down, and it does nothing but make him stronger. Instead of attacking Trump on real policy, like why are you letting children die at the border? Why are you funding Saudi Arabia? Why are you doing their bidding and sending troops now to Saudi Arabia? Why are you trying to start a war with Iran? Instead of attacking him on concrete things, they're focusing on the means to which he exposed the former vice president's corruption. Y'all are both corrupt. Both of y'all are fucking corrupt. And all this is doing is empowering Trump. It's like I said, you think his base are really going to turn on CNN and be like, oh, wow, they're really right about the president. I don't like him no more. No, man. Trump has the highest approval rating within his own party of any president in modern history. Think about that for a second. This guy has a 94% approval rating in his own party. This is insane. No way you're going to do any kind of damage to this guy. And I can assure you, these 3 years of Russiagate, it's really funny, man, because at first they're like, oh, Trump was colluding with Russia. He's a Russian spy. And then when the Mueller report came out and there was no evidence, they suddenly moved the goalposts and they started changing it. Oh, they don't talk about Russian spying anymore and that he's a Russian asset. Now it's, oh, he's obstructing justice. And they're still trying to find something like that and they can't do it. Man, look, we know Trump is corrupt. The sky is also blue. Thank you for, what kind of a conclusion is that? We know he's corrupt. We know this. He was corrupt before he ever ran for office, just like all of the people in the administration. So this trying to grasp at straws and pump this witch hunt for 3 years has done nothing but make him even more powerful. It's just shown to his supporters, yeah, look at me, I'm bulletproof. They can't do anything. They put on a special counsel. They ran an investigation for 3 years. They wrote a report. They couldn't find anything. I'm bulletproof. I can do what I like. It's just empowering and emboldening him even more. And this is adding more fuel to the fire. This colluding with Ukraine. Which one is it, man? Which one is it? They're just trying to shift the focus so you don't look at the corruption of the Bidens and you try to focus on Trump, but it's not going to work. It's going to backfire because he tried to do the same thing with Hillary in 2016. He was like, oh, Hillary is corrupt. The Clinton Foundation is corrupt, which is true. This is a fact. We know Hillary is corrupt. And CNN and the left-wing media, they tried to shift the focus and they couldn't. And he ruined Hillary with this. Okay? I mean, Hillary was a terrible candidate to begin with. Let's not kid ourselves here. Okay? Hillary lost because she's Hillary. Okay? She was a corporate shill. She's an establishment candidate. She represents the rich. Of course no one was going to vote for her. She was going to lose anyway. But the fact that she was corrupt and Trump was able to expose that, it didn't help her, man. That didn't help her at all. Okay? And that just hammered home the point even more that, oh, look, I'm not part of the establishment. I'm new. I'm fresh, even though Trump isn't. But he was able to come across as that with this fake populist image. And it just helped them. And the left-wing media, no matter how hard they tried, they couldn't remove that, the elephant in the room that, yeah, Hillary's corrupt. And everything about her is corrupt. And now what I think is that he's trying to do the same thing with Biden. He's trying to bring up the corruption. It's like, yo, look at what his son was doing. Look at what Biden is doing. And man, is he wrong? They're all corrupt, man. They're all corrupt. Like I said, Secular Talk, he did an amazing segment, as usual. And he talked about this. And something that I didn't even know was that Joe Biden's brother got a CEO position at a company to rebuild homes in Iraq while he's overseeing the occupation in Iraq. I mean, how messed up is that you invade a country and then you put your brother in a position where he can start profiting off of your illegal occupation of another country? I mean, that's just disgusting. Honestly, I think that's the thing I hate the most about Joe Biden right now. Just knowing that. Did Trump make that up? Did Trump make Joe Biden put his brother as CEO of a company that could profit off of the Iraq occupation? Did Trump do that? No. So there you go. Like I said, man, screw Trump and screw Biden. They're all corrupt. But this hypocrisy of trying to say that, oh, the means in which Trump exposed Biden's corruption is not okay. What? They're both corrupt. We don't want them. We don't want them. They don't belong in the administration. These are people who go into politics to profit off of the misery of others. They use their positions to extort others, even foreign governments. Both of them had done literally the same crime. If you're going to look at this objectively, they've both done the same crime. When Biden was vice president, he was telling Ukraine, yo, stop looking into my son or I'm pulling $1 billion of aid from your country. And then Trump does the same thing. He says, start looking into Biden's son or I'm also going to pull that aid from you. That's literally the same crime. They're both using their position of power to extort a foreign government. I mean, this is madness. And we're supposed to believe that one of them is less corrupt than the other. And no, man, we're not buying that crap. Okay? We're not buying that crap. So there you go, man. All this is doing is emboldening Trump. It's empowering him even more. And he's just going to keep on, ranting on Twitter how he's bulletproof and they've found nothing. And of course, they're not going to do anything. They're not going to impeach him. Nothing's going to happen. Trump is going to walk out of office, whether that's next year or in 5 years, and nothing is going to happen to him because that's how the rich are. The rich protect each other. Nothing will happen to him. I mean, whether he was Trump or not, this is just all the presidents, man. Nothing ever happens to them. The rich elites, they're always protected. Never forget that. And all this media circus is nothing. All it does is embolden Trump and it empowers his base. It fires up his base because his base looks at what's going on and they rightfully see that, the left wing is going cuckoo over like a bunch of garbage when they're doing the same stuff. The left wing does the same stuff. Hillary and Biden do the same things. And then it just reinforces their racist crap and their racist beliefs. And it makes them vote for Trump again. Well done. Well done. What can I say, man?